Fine. Right on, 07. Thanks for that. K-Dove, Ballsy, Tendy, right? How you doing? How you doing? Tracy, thanks for being here. Thanks for saying all your piece. Lucky guy, you know? Thanks for coming out. McPhail. Oh my goodness, so many of you tonight. Well, stick around, guys. Stick around. Okay? That's how we do it around here. That's how we do it around here. People scare the crap out of me. So if you're new, okay, learn those alerts very well. The cheers, the subscriptions, the follows, K-Dub. Thank you. You guys are cheering me up, man. Making me feel better. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, right on, man. Right on. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks. You guys are really cheering up an old guy here. Keep him going. Keep him going. Keep him going. Lucky guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, McPhail. Thanks, everybody. Ballsy and K-Dove and everyone else. Right on, man. Right on. And I chugged the bottle at the same time for 07. XO. X's and O's. X. Thank you, man. Thanks that. Thanks for thanks that. Thanks, competitive tube. I like that competitive tube. I like it. I like it. Hey, you know what? I usually cut out a lot of those follow things on the Instagram or on the YouTube videos. I usually just get straight to the point, but you know what? I gotta leave that in. When I go to put this up on YouTube, I gotta leave that in because it's nothing but love from you guys there. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Coming through with the cheers now too. Oh, well, thank you. I'm telling you, I was not feeling very good. I was not feeling very good. Today was one of those days that honestly, I did not want to have to do this right now. I just didn't. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want to talk to you guys or nothing like that, right? It's just, you feel the weight extra when you do something like this. You know, when you're doing the whole, like, let's get psyched up for the Leafs thing. And to have to come out and do this after a game one loss like that, which was not an embarrassing loss. I don't care what anybody says. That was not an embarrassing loss. But you know there's going to be people that are going to treat it that way for the next, 48 hours until we get out of it.
Big Papi is in the house!
Thanks. So I mean it, man. Oh, you joined the big leagues too. Hey, right on, Hazard. Thank you very much for that. Guys, those subscriptions really help, man. Like, don't worry about nothing else, like in terms of like me trying to be seriously rich off any of this stuff, but they really do help the algorithm and everything like that. If you got a Prime account, you can even subscribe for free, I think. So even just following along, whatever you guys can do to help spread this thing, it's getting bigger and bigger each time we do it. And you can see today's a great one. Oh my goodness. So I don't think it's going to be that. It wasn't that. It was not an embarrassing loss. Just some unfortunate stuff. I mean, oh my goodness, right? John Tavares. We found his Instagram account, or not Instagram. He's on Twitter, which I'm not really. But someone showed me he's got a Twitter account. So everyone, after the show, during the show, whatever you guys want right now, see if you can get into Twitter and give old Johnny T some love. Okay, do it. Seriously, blow up his account with love. Okay, trust me, they like it. It'll help the process, okay? He might come back sooner because he just feels better, you know? Just the way you guys showed me all that love, let's do it for Johnny T. I've already reached out on that thing. You just give him a little message with the little tag thing. Just do it, man. Do it. I know it sounds lame, like, oh, no one's gonna see my message. You're right. No one is gonna see perhaps your message. Maybe. But he will see like a million messages though and be like, dang, you know? Or something like that. So blow this guy up on social media, man. Give Johnny T our love. It's an unfortunate thing. I was watching it with my son, man. It's the first time he's ever seen an injury like that. And I let my reaction out a little bit. I had fear, you know? When he was laying motionless like that, oh, God, you don't want to see that. And then what was worse is when he tried to get himself up. The trainer's like trying to get him to chill. And he goes to get himself up and then just collapses going back. Like, I thought he was dying. I seriously thought he was dying, you know? I didn't know what I was witnessing. It looked bad. It looked really bad. But the thumbs up from Johnny T at the end there at least gives me hope that he's going to be okay. I don't think Corey Perry meant that. I hate doing this stuff because, you know, the guys that push the line, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're notorious for pushing the line. Whether you're right or wrong, people will assume that you did the worst. Could he have gotten out of the way better? I don't know. I really don't. I really hope that wasn't intentional. I mean, obviously, he wasn't trying to. No one's ever trying to put a guy out of the game like that on a stretcher. But he may have been trying to cross that line a little bit, get a little too close to JT as he went down. Maybe he thought he was going to clip a shoulder or something like that. You know, I don't know. But from what I saw, it did not look. It looked like he was trying to get out of the way. And sometimes when you try to get out of the way, it makes it worse. I mean, you guys ever had that happen? You and another person are in each other's way as you're walking by, and you go left, but they go right, so you end up going on the same side, and you're like, oh, my bad, and then you go like this, and you both do it again. Now imagine that at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you're both competing for a puck. You know, I really, really believe that that's the kind of thing that Perry did, and I'll tell you why. Because when he lined up against Foligno, and Foligno's chirping at him, telling him he's gonna have to fight, Perry looks. When the camera finally cut in, I don't know how long it was going on for, but when the camera finally cut in, you see Perry try to justify what he did. He was kind of like, hey man, like I was, you know what I mean? And then as soon as whatever Nick said at that point, I can't read his lips, but you see him like not even mad, but just explaining like, you gotta do this, we're gonna do this. Whatever he said to Perry, you see Perry have that look of like, okay. You know, he had that look of like, okay, if this is gonna squash it, if this is gonna like just drop it and prove that I didn't mean it, I'll do it. And I really think Perry dropped the gloves there. He took it. He didn't really try. You're trying to stay alive in a fight. You're not trying to go down, but at the same time, like he didn't seem to be 100% into it either. I think he knew what was going on, and you know, poor guy Johnny T has to take the worst of that. So. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's Perry's fault. I hate to say it because, you know, he's one of the guys. He's the kind of guy that, like, it's totally possible he could be trying to push that boundary a little bit because he has in the past, right? But nothing to this level. Man, that was such a brutal hit. Man, the way the neck snapped back like that. I mean, that was awful. That was awful. So, scariest injury I've ever seen personally live watching a Leafs game. And having to explain to my son, like, oh, you know, the guys on the stretchers, they're just trying to be cautious and everything. Which is true. You know what I mean? Like, these types of injuries, their biggest worry is that his neck is broken, okay? So that's why they bring out the stretchers. That's why they get 28 people involved to try and make sure he doesn't move. And poor Johnny kept trying to get up, man. He kept trying to get up because he's got that fighting spirit that, like, even in a half-conscious state, he's still like, I gotta go. And they're like, no, dude, calm down. You can't move. Because if he moves the wrong way, that could be a snapped neck, right? So they're really trying to make sure that that's not happening. You know, he's moving his arm, so he's got at least feeling below the neck. We know that. But my goodness, you know, you just hope that everything's going to be okay. And that's why the guys bring out the stretchers and everything like that. That's why they're all trained to do what they do. Strap him in tight. Don't let him move. Because if the neck is injured, we can't have it moving, you know? So hopefully he'll be all right. The fact that either team can put that aside and continue on playing a game as entertaining as that one, I mean, more power to them. I know it's going to be easier for Montreal a little bit because it's not one of their guys. But they ended up losing somebody too. I think I saw, you know, that was right when I was trying to put my kids to bed kind of thing. I think they lost somebody too. I mean, these are the kind of things that happen, right? So kudos to the Leafs. I mean, for sticking into the game for that long and making it look that good. Still, if we can, 07, thanks, man. If we can put that aside though and just say, okay, how was the game without that? I mean, the Leafs got some work, right? They got some work. Make sure you got your hockey water bottles, guys. Come on now. But the Leafs got some work to do, man. You can't be giving up breakaways like that. Campbell had his one slightly soft goal. A guy can't be scoring from his knees. I don't even care. Even when Ovechkin did it, that shouldn't have gone in. You know, I know Ovechkin's got that legendary goal of being like on his belly, spinning around on his back and shoveling it in. I mean, that was a bad goal on the goalie. It's not so much that Ovechkin's awesome, except for the fact that he didn't give up on the play. Just like this guy here tonight. He's down on his knees, got tripped. It was gonna be a penalty for Toronto. And what does he do? Still finds a way to chip it towards the net. Campbell came out a little too slow. In she goes. But I mean, that never should have happened in the first place. They're on a power play, guys. They're on a power play. Now, I've been saying about the power play all season long, it's not a problem until it's a problem. That's been the theme, right? Because if you're number one in the league or number one in the division eventually and everything, right? There's no reason to get too crazy about messed up power plays. But it's playoffs now, and it's a problem, okay? 0-3 for the power play, or 0-4 or whatever it was by the end of it. 0-5 maybe. I don't even remember. It's one thing to not score, but you can't give up a shorty. You can't give up a shorty in the playoffs like that. So I think they know that. I don't know what they're gonna do about it though, because they gotta stop those. They gotta stop those breakaways. You know, the defense are letting guys get behind them, who granted don't have the puck at the time, because they're too busy watching the guy with the puck. They're very heavy on puck watching. Been saying it all season. Time to fix it. Let's go here. Can't be watching that puck. If you're a defenseman, right, and you see a guy getting close to you, doesn't matter where the puck is. Ignore that from then on. Make sure that that guy doesn't get behind you. Turn around, speed up, get the head start on him. Your job is to keep yourself between them and your net at all times. There should never be a man behind you. I don't care if he doesn't even have the puck. I don't care if he's up 2 lines trying to wait for a breakout pass. Someone needs to be there. You can't just rely on an angle. It's a puck on an ice surface. There's so many different ways you can get a stretch pass going or get a lucky bounce or whatever. You can't take that risk. And the Leafs showed it tonight. You can't take that risk because that's what happens, right? So other than that, I think Campbell played awesome. He played super awesome. I'm really proud of the guy. I wish they could have got him that W. It breaks my heart that they didn't, because he played his ass off. Okay? That's how serious I am right now. I don't usually drop the mild cussing, but that's how serious I am right now, okay? Campbell played great. I got no problems with how he played. Because again, first playoff game ever. He's a little shaky at times, but when it mattered most, he was making the great saves. Nice glove, good positioning, getting it into the logo a lot of times. I got no problem with how he played. And let's be honest, between the two teams, I think Toronto had the way more dangerous chances offensively, right? Montreal had fewer dangerous chances, but they capitalized on the ones they got, which made them dangerous, right? But the Leafs overall had a way better offensive game. If they don't have Carey Price that night, tonight, that game is easily what? 6-2 Toronto? 4-2 Toronto maybe? Something, right? Carey Price made some elite level saves here tonight, and just incredible. Gotta stop taking stupid penalties. Can't be dumping it out over the glass. Now, I gotta look this up, okay? Because I got my ref's handbook somewhere around here, okay? I moved, so I don't know where it is right now, but I'll find it. My ref's handbook. I want to see this out over the glass rule, this delay of game thing. Because the last two that the Leafs got, sure, 100%. Marner, Nylander, both, as the rule as I understand it, those are definitely penalties out over the glass. But Hall didn't even shoot it, man. He didn't even shoot it. Right? It bounced off his stick and out. I don't know, man. I don't know. That seems lame to me. Now, in the end, I don't think it mattered one bit. So I'm not going to blame the refs on the loss or anything stupid like that. Trust me, I'm not blaming the refs here. But I'm just saying overall, I don't want to see that call in this league. If a guy's got a stick out, or even if he tries to go block it, and it deflects off his stick and out, that's not a shooting attempt to clear it out. You know what I mean? That's what that's designed to stop. Not ricochets and bounces. That's stupid. I don't care if he baseball swings the thing and hits it and it goes out. That's not a shot. You're still just trying to block it, you know? So, yeah, I think there was a little bit of forward motion there, Thomas. I think, you know what I mean? I think there was. I think he was trying to hit it. But that's not a shot out. That's dumb. So I want to read that rule, and I'm going to find out exactly what that says. Other than that, though, I mean, come on. Like I said, Carey Price played an amazing game. The Habs were doing what they do, which is stay in it, man. Don't ever give up. The Leafs had a lot of good chances that just didn't go their way. Scary moment to come back from right off the top, too. Campbell trying to play in his first game. So, on to game 2, guys. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was going to be a sweep. I was really hoping we get 1 or 2 before we finally lost, but I said 5 games for this thing. So, here we go, right? Leafs, next 4 in a row. Let's go, right? Let's go. 4 in a row. Here we are. All right? That's what I have to say about it. And now for all you lovely people that have joined out tonight, all you new people as well, stick around because, you know, you're here for the love, so I'm going to give you the love back. We're going to hear what you have to say now, okay? So let's turn it to the chat, and I will try to keep up, although my old eyes struggle, okay? Gable, how you doing, man?